Malaysia had Jetman. I sent you a bit of the Jetman dub. Um,
Huh.
Mask Man. This is in English. And Flashman, but Power Rangers kind of
Huh.
eclipsed it.
Okay, so it was like Power Rangers came out and was like no one watched this after.
Yeah, like I was like, yeah, Power Rangers is a thing now
Hey, do you
internationally.
watch this weird dub of Jetman? No, I'd rather watch Power
I rather
Rangers.
watch. I want to see Tommy.
Oh
I
God,
want to see Tommy.
no,
I
no,
think
you
I think
couldn't.
that's all. That's the same with all the other countries that got Sentai and then later got Power Rangers. Is just like Power Rangers kind of like nuked it out of the water. Um, like
Yeah,
like
probably.
like France. France got a few.
Yeah,
Um,
I was going for this list just now, and I noticed that they called Mass Man Bioman too for some
yeah,
reason.
Bioman was huge. So so
That makes sense. So like Bioman was like the most popular, and they're like, just name it. Let's make it a Bioman sequel.
right. So they turned Mask Man into a Bioman sequel. I don't know if they like did anything like plot wise to
It's
change
probably
it,
just a name.
and they did Live Man also.
Bioman free.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but
That's hilarious.
yeah, like Bioman was like huge enough in like France where like there was like a reference in Gumball to Bioman.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and like
God, I
it's
love Gumball. I miss that show.
and
I miss Gumball.
Ben Bouclier is French, so he would kind of
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
that makes
He's the
sense.
creator of Gumball, so like of course you'd probably try to
Yeah.
sneak in like he like stuck into like
Oh
every like
man.
nerdy reference like from the 80s and 90s
Gumball
into
had
that
a
show.
lot of really good references in it.
Yeah.
It's just a good show.
So
I
he's
miss
just
Gumball.
there's just like random Bioman reference where like Gumball and Darwin turned into
I
um
just got Hulu again. I wonder if it's still on Hulu. I
I
really hope it is. It
might
was back in
be
the day.
it might be.
I just turn off the pod. I just exit the call and go watch Gumball. I'm just kidding. I won't do that on the air.
um
So France, Bioman was huge.
yeah. Uh
I
okay,
wonder if they reference it at any point in Code Lyoko.
maybe in the
I
original?
don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't know.
It might have been like one of those references that like flew over my head as a kid.
Um
This is like my own. That's my only like frame of reference when it comes to France is Code Lyoko.
so yeah, apparently Live Man was like partially censored at points, which I get.
Makes
Um
sense considering some of the things that happened later,
even at the
and the fact that I mean,
even in the
yeah, even at the
beginning.
beginning,
Yeah.
it has a pretty dark beginning. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Very samey middle, but like the beginning and end are like yeah. Um
The ending, especially. Oh my god, some of the stuff that happens at the ending is like, holy crap, Japan, just holy crap.
but then
Love that show though.
there's a cute dinosaur story. The
Oh
dinosaur ends
god,
up
the
going
dinosaur
rabid.
episode.
That's like a stupid episode.
As long as we don't have to talk about the Mpreg episode, I'm good. Oh, that was awful.
I mean,
We're just trying to get through this.
Jimmy Neutron had an Impreg episode, so that's
Oh god, I forgot about that. Oh no, you're just ruining my childhood right now.
Bioman's Jetman, Live Man's your childhood also.
No, Jimmy Neutron is. But
Jimmy Neutron's,
I'll,
yeah,
we'll just pretend Live Man is. I'll
Live
be
Man.
one of those obnoxious Sentai fans. Zenkaiju ruined my childhood by making fun of Jetman. I just pissed off everyone. I'm sorry.
um,
I'm
but
not
yeah,
apologizing now. I'm apologizing to you because it's gonna come down on you.
it's fine. No one watches my shit anyway. Okay, so Turbo aired, and Jetman also aired.
Huh.
I don't know
So Jaspion.
why I put Jasmine here. I think I was copying a list and I did it by mistake.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So Bioman 1, 2, and 3. It's freaking. I don't.
It's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy. It's like what else was like not.
They picked like the most like they picked the funniest like shows to be part of the Bioman trilogy too.
Bioman.
Like the only thing that Bioman, Mass Man, and Live Man have in common is the fact that they have man as the latter half of the name, and they're all free Sentai. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Well, like well, Bioman and Liveman are both like science based.
Yeah, I guess they're more. Yeah, I guess they're kind of sci-fi.
Like specifically, but
And
like
again, Sentai in general was pretty much exclusively sci-fi.
no, I know, but like in terms of Bioman specifically was like kind of like
unless you count Turbo Ranger with the car fairies.
Turbo Ranger it's a weird
It's
ass
so
concept.
It's so fucking bad.
Is it bad? I guess it's bad.
It's pretty bad.
It was the
Turbo. Oh god, the theme song's annoying.
I think I mean we got Car Ranger out of it, so
Yeah, bright sides.
but then we got Turbo out of that.
Oh no.
Then
he got in space.
Then we got in space. Fine. Then we got in space out of that. Fine. Everything leads back to in space.
Thanks, Bioman.
Yeah.
Or not Bioman. Turbo Ranger.
Thanks, Turbo Ranger. I find it weird that Power Rangers just decided to name Power Rangers
I'm not
Turbo.
sure how that happened. I'm sure it was a coincidence.
Right, but like it's like
it's kind of amusing though.
The first Car season was named Turbo, but then Car, so we'll call it Turbo.
I'm sure they had no idea.
They probably didn't because the originally Turbo Ranger was supposed to be called Car Ranger. Then they realized that sounded stupid, so they
and then they'd use it anyway later.
Because that was supposed to be stupid.
But yeah, Car Ranger's a parody.
That's the difference. It's supposed to be like, oh yeah, it sounds stupid, so of course we're
Car Ranger is amazing. It's so amazing. I love the episode where they have like the red car is like flying through the air, and they have like the obvious dummy in the back. It's like very clearly a dummy.
One of my favorite Car Ranger things probably would be the Gokaiger crossover. The Gokaiger
crossover was pretty good. I'm not big on Gokaiger. I love it, but like it's not.
No, I know. It's just like out of like the things to come out of Turbo Ranger is just like the fact the monster just like yelling "I love you" in English like 50 times.
I also love the mentor in Car Ranger. He's an asshole, and I love it.
Yeah.
He literally fakes his death to manipulate them into transforming. It's awesome.
I love it.
I died. I'm dying. Become the Car Rangers and avenge me. Okay.
That's literally how. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Broly, but like you're never gonna see it anyway. But like Frieza wants Broly to become a Super Saiyan, and he remembers.
I think I watched part of that with you.
Yeah, but then like things got cut off.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I fell asleep, I think.
It's not a big
deal. Because I was bored, just because I was extremely tired.
No, it's cool. So Frieza wants Broly to become a Super Saiyan, and he remembers back on Namek that like, Goku turned to a Super Saiyan after witnessing
him dying,
Krillin dying, and like Broly's like technically strong enough. He just needs to like it's like
Krillin dying, and then he was also kind of mad that Vegeta got killed, and that
it was the push was Krillin dying specifically.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, it was more like oh man, this kind of sucks that Vegeta's dead, but like Vegeta's also the guy who
Vegeta's kind of an asshole, but like
especially back
is like treating him like trash, like he doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter. It's mostly because
mostly Krillin.
Yeah, because Krillin's his best friend.
Although Krillin is, it's far from the first or last time that Krillin's gonna die. So,
right. That was the second death.
Dude.
That was the second death at that point. But so
the fact that you can say second death and it doesn't like.
That's how Dragon Ball works, dude. I don't.
I know. I love Dragon Ball. It's just amusing when you stop and think about it.
Like its first death was also very impactful, but whatever. Okay, whatever.
We're becoming a Dragon Ball Z podcast now.
Yeah. Welcome to Konzenshu podcast.
Oh no.
Okay. Well,
I'm sure we just pissed off somebody.
Probably, but so like basically, Frieza remembers that, and basically he ends up
faking his own death.
No, he kills Broly's father, and then he says, "Oh no, a stray laser beam hit your father."
Oh my god. Oh, I love it.
He doesn't fake kill him. He like actually killed him, but he killed him. Like it's
Oh,
just
hang
like
on, I gotta go for a second.
okay,
I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I'll be right back.
okay.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna cut it out anyway. Not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the
My mom
magic
was calling.
of editing. So yeah, it was like, oh no, a stray beam hit your father, and then
I love Vegeta. He's such an asshole.
well, no, Frieza.
Oh,
Oh, Vegeta's
Frieza
good
did
guy.
it?
Yeah, Frieza did it because Frieza was goading Broly into transforming so he can kill
Oh, I see.
Vegeta. Um, 'Cause whatever, and then like that's what turns Broly over the edge. Um,
Awesome.
I think that's kind of it. The only really like not it. There's like some more stuff I want to cover, but the only like interesting thing about I guess the uh uh Jetman thing is that it was released on uh, VCD.
That's so much. That's so awesome.
Because it's freaking Malaysia and like it's just cheaper to release things on VCD than to have to deal with.
I
Um,
also think I've heard that VCD is better for like places with higher humidity.
Maybe
I'm not sure how true that is, or how accurate that is, or how even pertinent that is to Malaysia, but
I think
might be why it was a more popular format.
I think it's just probably cheaper.
Cheaper, and it's a bigger format. I mean, VCD I think was exclusive to like Malaysia and countries like that.
Well, it's not. I mean, but like DVD players can read it,
Yeah.
so
Oh
it's
wait,
like
can they? I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's interesting.
it's like the it's like the generic to DVD. I
I
think.
see.
I believe most DVD players can read. I don't know. It depends on whatever.
For anyone that wants to hunt down the Jetman VCDs,
Well,
rest assured you can totally play them.
I linked you the archive footage for disc one.
I see.
Uh, so you could, I guess.
I'll have to dig through that and find that.
Um. All right. I guess we're talking about like, back to the states with not the most legal stuff. Uh.
Yeah, you were saying there was a guy that used to sell like bootlegs.
Yeah. Um. Well, it was like a thing that like. Let me open up the site. I have to find the site. There is a. Here we go. Yeah, there's a guy who. Okay, so basically, back in the day, when it comes to, I guess, anime dubbing and this and like shit from Japan, it's and like kaiju movies, it wasn't so easy to get like it legally.
Pre-internet,
Yeah, pre-internet.
or even like early internet.
Yeah. Um. So basically, what people would do, especially when it comes to like niche like culture shit, they would bootleg tapes.
Yeah, I'm seeing G Ranger
Right.
being
Well,
bootlegged.
yeah, there. That's like a Reddit post I found.
Yeah, I'm reading
Where
that right
someone
now.
it's a Reddit post I found where someone would.
Somebody's talking about it probably being a rip from the Laserdisc release.
Yeah. Um.
Also, right under it is a screenshot of Flint from Zenkaiger telling somebody to fuck off, which is interesting. Sorry, I thought that was pertinent. It's really not. I'm just being.
I actually
Not
seen
at
that
all.
because I was recently on the Sentai Reddit for things and it pissed me off.
I never go on Reddit.
It pisses me off, dude. Um. So yeah.
It's a fucking a kid show. I'm just kidding.
I think like the context for that is like this has to be like a mistranslation for a fan thing.
Yeah.
Um. but yeah, so guys
I'm getting
would what?
I was just gonna say I'm getting flashbacks to like the Pro ZP skit where he's making fun of fan subs.
Right. So
Like the scene where like Naruto's yelling at Sasuke and like he's like in the original he's just calling him like
an
he's just
idiot.
he's yeah and stuff and then in the fan sub it's like you bitch.
Just like
That's a
in the
little
days
overboard.
before Crunchyroll, you know.
Yeah. Fuck Crunchyroll by the way.
Yeah,
Just throwing
fuck
that out
yeah.
there.
Whatever.
Night Guardian Spice.
Well,
Sorry, we're getting way off topic.
Funimation, Crunchyroll amalgamation, whatever. It's like a
Oh my god.
yeah. Me and Borsmith actually talked about that in the Strange Merchandise episode, which I recommend you check it out. The Strange Merchandise.
I watched a bit of that. I remember you guys going on like a 30-minute rant about the button toppers, which I found hilarious.
Because like, why would you need?
I don't know.
What purpose would it? Whatever.
And no, you cannot get away with wearing those in church.
I know that. Everyone would know that.
No, sorry. Just felt like saying it.
Like, of course.
That was hilarious. I don't know what they were thinking. They were probably smoking something.
Yeah, we get into weirder merchandise as we go on.
We can put Power Rangers on anything, even things that apparently exist. I had no idea button toppers was a thing.
Me neither, until eBay one day.
I could have gone my whole life without knowing about them.
Yeah, it's one of those
like cufflinks if you're a moron.
Right, but like I think I said that, or Warsmith said that.
You probably did.
One of us said that. Okay, so yeah, this guy did sold tapes. Presumably these were bootlegs because of the prices.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Just because he's selling tapes for like $8 a pop. And
just like nothing.
Well, it's not nothing. It's like a normal-ish price for like, well, for tapes it's like nothing, yeah. Which tapes back in the day used to cost, especially like freaking imports, used to cost a crazy amount of money.
That's how the video rental like business model came to be. It was because you can make your money back
like within a few
renting a tape out. Yeah. Renting a tape out after like a while.
So yeah, I guess before
it cost a lot of money.
Yeah, before like the wide stream, I guess the easy internet, downloading of torrents and stuff.
Before torrents and Kiss Asian.
Yeah, before like just the internet, using just video sharing. People would bootleg tapes of anime and stuff.
Yeah.
And they'd like sell them at conventions or over the internet.
It'd be like a thing, like you'd be at a convention and it'd be like, "Hey, come to my hotel room. We're gonna watch this tape of
like
I don't know, Akira."
Right, like or this new thing I saw, like this new like Godzilla thing. It's called yeah, I don't know, or like Godzilla 2000. There was a sequel to that, or like like just like shit that like you just like hear about like through whispers and like.
We're gonna watch Gamera. What's Gamera? Well, let's find out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we honestly don't know. We just kind of bought the tape.
Yeah, that was sort of like the gamble back in the day. I'll discuss it later when we talk about fan sites in a little bit. I guess we're gonna go a little over what I was kind of hoping to do, but whatever. I'll edit it out.
Okay.
But I guess we're not gonna go that much over. So the Sentai series that this guy has, they're not subbed because that would require people to subtitle them.
Yeah, and I'd imagine putting subtitles on a tape would be a lot harder. I mean, there's closed captioning and stuff, but again, that requires a lot of work.
No, that's closed captioning is like very there's even like a whole ordering information guide, whatever. So this guy from the archive site I pulled, the latest shit that he did was actually Go 5, which is perfect because that's the cutoff date from when we're talking about this. Anyway, being 99, but he has
also probably the cutout of when tapes would still be relevant. I mean, tapes kind of stopped being relevant like 2003, pretty
right.
much.
But also because the internet video streaming became a big thing. And that's people didn't have to
Yeah,
pay to pirate.
Linkara talks about like he used to like download like episodes of like Sailor Moon, but they were like chopped up in like parts and like they were like the horrible resolution. But he would
That was
watch them.
YouTube for a bit though. That was just
Yeah,
YouTube for a bit. You didn't even have to download them. So yeah, Go 5. He sold Ginga Man. He sold.
surprisingly good Ginga Man, by the way.
I still like. I don't want to watch it because it doesn't seem like an interesting type of like Lost Galaxy interests me because of the whole like sci-fi aspect. But like Ginga Man just seems kind of
Lost
silly,
Galaxy is interesting after you've seen Ginga Man because like they went like super out
hard,
there. Like
like different.
yeah,
Yeah,
like well they I mean In Space did so well, of course they did.
right.
And it is interesting. I think Lost Galaxy kind of falls apart, but it is a good show. I just think some of the adaptation elements are kind of wonky.
So apparently this guy didn't have the full series of Ginga Man, but he had the entirety of Mega Ranger, unless it
Huh.
extended. It was only 51 episodes, right? Well, only, but like
I think so. I used to have a friend who was like, that's their favorite Sentai. I am okay. It's okay. I think it's
uh,
not amazing.
this guy had Car Ranger for sale.
Yeah, 51 episodes. This Mega Ranger.
This guy had O Ranger for sale, also the full series.
Oh God, that's a really bad one.
Yeah, I've heard. Um,
The first cut, it's kind of a Jacker situation or Jackers. I apologize, I forgot I was going to refer to it
Jackers.
exclusively as Jackers from now on.
He
I'm gonna
goes.
go on Ranger Wiki. I'm gonna go on Ranger Wiki and try to change the name to Jackers. See how that goes
you'll
over.
get like it can.
Shadow banned.
Yeah, shut up, man. Um,
Not even shadow banned. I'll just get banned outright.
yeah. Um, so uh, 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 Kaku Ranger is like as far back as he's actually done. Um,
Huh. It's interesting.
I mean, he has like a bunch of anime. He has B Fighter on here. He has B
I
Robo
forgot about B Fighter.
for some reason. um, he has Ultraman also.
That's cool.
Dinah and Gaia. I I don't know Ultraman, so I don't know anything.
I've never seen Dinah or Gaia, but I know of them. They came around the. It was like after Tiga.
Like the only Ultraman I've ever seen was the freaking the Common Rider crossover special. I saw it. I mean, it's like 5 seconds.
Oh right, that was a thing that existed.
Yeah. I mean, it's not.
I'd recommend Zet. Avoid Trigger like the plague. It was awful. There's a couple of good ones. Nexus is my favorite.
Cool. He also has the Mega Ranger, Car Ranger versus movie.
Oh right.
Well, it was a tape special, so it's not really like a big movie thing, but it was like a direct to VHS type thing.
Well, most of the team ups were for a while. They were like direct to video.
Well, it was like
cinema.
it was like I think just 3 of them really. He also has some Common Rider stuff.
As far as I'm aware, the first like one to be theatrically released was the Goseiger 199, but that was like I don't know, that was Gokaiger.
I mean, the first one to be released in cinema was the what's it called? Jack
Ranger and Jackers.
Yeah.
But I mean, between Go Ranger versus Jacka or Jackers and Cock Ranger versus I forget what the first. There was like a big gap between when they did it again. Yeah,
yeah.
There was like a 15-year gap.
Right, which I guess kind of makes sense. Considering I don't know.
It probably just didn't do well.
Yeah.
Especially considering Jackers didn't do very well ratings wise.
Yeah.
It makes sense that Sentai went away completely for a couple of years and then came back with Battle Fever.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean there was a bunch of this was even like selling in comic book stores. At one point.
It would have been funny if he had sold Son Vulcan, like, hey, this is the thing that Saban almost adapted.
Right, Saban almost adapted. Well, no, the Marvel almost adapted.
Was it even going to be an adaptation, or were they just going to like air it straight?
Well, Son Vulcan Marvel almost dubbed. Bioman was an adaptation. They were trying to do an adaptation.
I see.
But yeah, Big Apple comic book store on Church. I don't think that exists anymore.
Anymore.
But this guy like was operating outside of Staten Island.
I
Let
see.
me see if I can. I definitely don't live in Staten Island, so and
Yeah.
I could technically track down the neighborhood if I wanted to.
Just show up at the guy's house.
No, well, a PO box is listed, but
Oh.
because normal people when they're working on the internet use PO boxes.
Yeah. Normal people that have brains and don't want to die
Yeah. The
or get like
Transformers
harassed
Beast
or
Wars
something.
2, who's actually selling.
Huh.
I
Oh,
figured that's interesting
Beast
for
Wars
you.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes of Beast Wars 2. It's kind of bad to be honest, but I like the designs and the openings are really cool. The theme songs.
I have no reference because I haven't seen anything from that era of Transformers. Um, like I mean, it's G1, and then I watched maybe a little bit of Armada when I was a kid, and then animated and so on. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd get into it a little bit more, but then this would just turn into Transformers
right.
podcast.
I was
Just
mentioning it because I know you're like into. I mean, so
Yeah.
yeah, there are tapes circulating around. Obviously, Dragon Ball.
So this guy had like a lot of tapes
Yeah,
that he was selling. It wasn't just Sentai. It's just he happened to have a handful of Sentai ones.
yeah. Well, he had a full series, a couple of full series.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to. He only had like 2 tapes.
No, so I don't know how many did this guy sell, but $8 a pop. I wish I could have bought it back in the day. Again, like the only thing I have.
He must have sold quite a few of them considering he kept putting them out.
Yeah,
Because I imagine that'd be kind of costly
it
for
would
one
be.
guy to do.
Yeah,
It wasn't like he was just going to put them out for shits and giggles.
yeah.
And again, tape trading was huge back then. Tape trading and like getting like bootleg tapes of like Japanese stuff
Right.
or just foreign stuff in general. Like that was huge back then.
Yeah.